Hello. They call me Jamie.
And they call me Vic.
And this is like literally
A bachelor's podcast.
Yeah, we're going to talk about The Bachelorette. I've been a fan of this show for a few years now, and I was very surprised to hear that you were not.
Yeah, I've actually never seen any episodes.
You've never seen even any clips.
I have seen clips, definitely clips.
So you know the premise of the show ahead of time, like going into it. Okay. I've been watching the show since Peter Weber's season, which was the season right before COVID hit. I remember I got into the show. I discovered it through YouTube. I was Googling or YouTubing something. I sound like an old person saying like YouTubing. I was
on the tube.
It was on the tube. I don't remember what I was searching for, but it was under one of the related videos. It was a compilation of John Paul Jones. And I know you don't know who that is, but fans of the show know who this is. This is a real character. If you've ever seen he's a real beach type guy.
Okay.
So got a deep voice.
Nice.
Maybe even deeper than mine. I don't know. But when I saw these clips, I found it very fascinating because I didn't think it was real. Like, when I saw that it was from The Bachelorette, I thought that, I didn't realize that the show could be like that. I thought, oh, this is like a reality show. I didn't know it was scripted. It's not scripted. At least as far as I know, that this is like a legit guy who acts like this. And so I watched these clips. It made me very curious about the show. I ended up watching full videos, just recapping the season of the show. I ended up getting so invested into it. I ended up watching the actual recaps for Bachelor in Paradise. Do you know what that one is?
Yeah, I've heard of all the other spin-offs.
Okay. And then I got so invested with that. John Paul Jones was on that season that at this point I just became so invested in the show. I actually started watching it. I got excited when Peter got announced as The Bachelor, and ever since then I've tuned into literally every episode.
That's cool. So what is the best parts of Peter? What are your favorite parts?
Dude, his season was a mess. It was a complete mess.
Okay, that's good.
It was a complete mess.
Sounds fun to watch.
It was great. I mean, I saw a lot of myself in Peter, which is probably not a good thing because he was very much enjoying dating that many women. And I was he was playing it a little bit, which was very different from how he came across when he was on The Bachelorette, in my opinion. Just seemed pretty wishy-washy with his decisions. But going into this season, I was pretty excited because I wasn't a huge fan of Zach's season. And you know who Zach is, right?
Yeah.
Zach, the former last Bachelor, had a pretty, in my opinion, slow season to start. But he just, dude, he went wild at the end. He made an oath or something to the last 3 women on his season during fantasy suites, which that's when you get private time with the women or the contestants. Yeah, fun time. That's a good way to put it. Fun times.
So what was the oath he made?
So he said he wasn't going to sleep with any of them during that time. Whoa. And he was just going to make his decision completely off of just them talking and stuff. And I was like, bullshit. That's not And he said that to all of them, and he ended up sleeping with the second one. And
so
then
much for that plan.
Felt super. I think it was the second one, but he slept with one of them, at least one of them. And then he felt super guilty, and he ended up telling the one that he ended up picking, and telling the one that he slept with that I don't know if he specifically said it was a mistake, but very much made her feel bad about it. Kind of just very messy, and when that happened, I was like, this is great. This is why I watched the show. Yeah. But
That's why I'm here.
The star of this season was a contestant on Zach's season, Charity.
Mm-hmm.
She has a pretty good backstory. Do you know anything about her going into this?
Not any of her backstory, no.
So the big thing with her on Zach's season was he, a lot of the like one-on-one dates they get, a lot of the contestants feel this need to like share very like personal information, which I think is super weird because like normal like scenario, real world, this is your like first date with someone.
You're not gonna
and some of these like some of them share these like wild stories. Like some of them are like fair or like warranted, but some of them are just like, dude, I would wait like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
a couple more days
pump the
before.
brakes a little bit. But her story was that she'd been like cheated on, and so she is very like cautious now when it comes to dating because she felt that she would give herself completely to the other person, but she got burned in the end.
Yeah, that did come up in the first episode of The Bachelorette.
Yeah, one of the dudes, was it Braden? Yeah, young guy. I mean, are you ready to get into the
nitty gritty?
The nitty gritty.
I am, yes.
We should mention that we watched the show together, literally side by side, like a cute couple.
Make sure we saw the same stuff.
But the first 30 minutes we spent angrily yelling at your computer.
Yes. So we were there on time, but unfortunately we had some technical difficulties. So we missed, I'd say, like the limo.
Yeah,
right?
we missed like probably the intros for a lot of the people, like the intro packages where they kind of just go over the guys and like some of their backstory before she meets them, and then we probably missed like the first limo like set of entrances.
Yeah, we came in like 20-30 minutes late, but we did catch the ending.
Yeah, I mean, I think. I don't know, like, I can't say if we missed anything good. We tried to find, like, clips afterwards.
There's not too many after.
Not, at least not at the moment, but it seemed like a lot of the big players today, we got them, like, when she first met them.
Yeah, I think we got, like, most of the important ones that the show shows.
Like, the first guy that we saw, our boy Braden.
A big contender.
What is your opinion on him? Because I have very mixed feelings about him.
Yeah, he seemed like overly confident. He's kind of a player.
Oh, he gives fuck play energy.
Yeah, without a doubt. I have that. Being a nurse at San Diego.
Dude, and he rocks the man bun, but I can't really say he rocks it.
Yeah.
I've
seen better buns.
I've seen better buns. The thing is, though, is that he's 24. I don't know if that really means anything. I mean, she's 27. There's only 3.
He is one of the youngest.
Yeah, he's one of the youngest. And 24, I guess, typically is shamed on this show. Like, the younger you are, I feel like the more skeptical people are about you. Because
about your maturity,
like, yeah, it's like, if this show is actually about getting, like, engaged.
Yeah.
Like,
are you really ready at 24?
Yeah, I mean, you're 24 years old. Are you ready to get engaged?
Hell no.
No. I mean, so I feel like that's fair, but, like, I don't think you can really judge someone too harshly. And she seems to like him, though.
Yeah, she did seem very warm towards him.
I will say, too, like, even when he got out of the limo and was introducing himself and they had their moment, it seemed like the like show was hyping him up pretty good because they gave him, like, the romantic music. He seemed like they made it seem like they were having, like, a real connection.
He did have a lot of screen time when he came out. Like, he was one of the main guys.
Yeah, and I mean, it showed throughout the episode too. Like he's a big player, both good and bad way. Like he's definitely contending.
Yeah, he'll definitely shake things up.
I marked down the next guy who came out.
The next guy is
probably my favorite.
Probably the funniest of the season. The most entertaining.
It's very sad because I don't see him going very far.
Yeah, I can't imagine him lasting too long.
All I wrote down was Spencer slow-mo because it seemed like he was talking like
Yeah.
he talks worse than us, where we use a lot of he doesn't use filler words. He just leaves
Yeah,
air.
he just stops.
He just stops. He can't say like a full sentence
I thought
in one breath.
at first he was just being very dramatic, but then
I
it
thought
just
he
kept...
was messing with her, dude. He was like,
I could definitely see that.
I thought he was like playing a prank, but like, no, like he was probably nervous, but like that's probably just Spencer.
Yeah, it's probably his specialty.
And like throughout the episode, like I found it very annoying at first. It made me feel uncomfortable because I felt
It
like,
was.
oh,
It
he's
was hard to
making
watch.
her uncomfortable. He's probably uncomfortable. I can't
know,
watch
yeah.
this. This is horrible.
It made us uncomfortable, but in a good way. It was entertaining.
He turned it around for me later on, but I guess we can get to that when it comes up.
I've written down likes to be kicked in the nuts.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was very
He was like
funny.
hoping that she would do
Yeah,
it
'cause
almost.
He came out and was like trying to show her moves of
Yeah.
like self-defense, and he was like, "Kick me in the nuts."
Marshall, dude, his go-to pickup line is "kick me in the nuts." I don't know if that can be beat. I mean,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
because like if it works, like I don't actually know. Don't do that because even if it works, your nuts are gonna be. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't follow Spencer's moves.
I would not recommend using that line.
Did you like the next guy, Caleb B?
Caleb B, I thought he was pretty cool. I think he brings a lot of energy to the show.
I really liked something that he said, which was just he called himself a self-loving douche.
That is true, yes. In his intro, he did call himself that.
I mean, he's at least got a little bit of self-awareness.
Yeah, he's not.
He was
unaware.
body slamming everyone, too. It was great.
Dude, he was wrestling the whole pack.
I don't think he's there for love. I think he's there for like the WWE tryouts.
I know.
There was a couple in there that also once we actually started watching that kind of they didn't get highlighted in their intros as much. Like I put Joe.
Yeah,
down. I started writing Joe. It was already onto the.
I
next
know it was already
person, so.
Caleb, and then Adrian, and then James.
I have Michael. Is it Michael? Was the we have the cast pictures up right now. All I wrote down was yacht captain for Michael.
Yeah, he is a yacht captain. That's what.
From Chicago. What kind of yachts is he taking out, dude? On
Dude,
the lake?
Yeah, that is weird. That's a weird
lake
place
yacht.
to be a yacht captain.
I mean, that's a pretty big flex. Like, just put that as
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't see much else of him. John, I think, made a good impact. He was the taller guy.
Yeah. John was pretty good.
He
was
brought
pretty
out
smooth.
the Asian American, as he said. He brought out the fortune cookie.
Yeah, with a special fortune in it.
What are the odds that you think he came up with that idea?
And the producers didn't just give him.
Yeah, I mean, do you
cookie.
think that they might have
I bet it was his idea, whether
feel
he prepared it or not. I think because a lot of the other contestants, like even the boatman, he brought a pin. Michael the boatman, he brought a pin. Then other people brought some stuff, so I feel like that was his idea.
Yeah, I mean, we might have missed some, but no one really had any weird gimmicky stuff that we saw, at least. The fortune cookie is pretty fun, and she seemed to like it too.
Yeah.
So some of them I feel are past seasons that I've seen are just goofy, and it doesn't always land, or it's funny but not endearing.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't fit the character.
yeah, it's I feel almost purely for the
Laugh.
people watching.
Yeah.
It seems like. All right, I have very high expectations for the next guy.
I do as well. Yes.
Dotton.
Dotton was
Big
very
Dot.
good. He had a very good. I thought he had the best intro.
From what we saw, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I think he had the best one too, which was interesting because he didn't really have. We didn't really see him much for the like rest of the night.
Right? Yeah. He
Like,
kind
did
of
he even get like a highlighted conversation with her? I mean,
no, there
I can't.
wasn't.
I don't remember.
I don't think there was. I think it was just the introduction.
I put. I don't know why I put this, but I think it was that like. I put that he secretly thinks he's cool. It was because like he said something that I felt like is. I don't know. It always makes me feel weird when people say this, but like. He said like, oh, like my family thinks I'm cool, or something, you know, so I guess they must be right, or
Yeah.
some like weird thing like that. And I was like,
Yeah,
all
some
right.
cheesy line.
That was like the only like criticism I have, but like she seemed to really like him, and I'm calling it right now. I do not think he wins.
Yeah.
I think that he's going big or he's going home, but I think he's going home. But I think he could be like the next Bachelor.
I could definitely see that. I could see that.
Initial pick from the beginning. I'm picking Big Dot as the
Nice.
next
That would be
Bachelor.
cool. That would be a good call.
Oh, what did you think when Jesse Palmer like was talking to Charity about like, oh, there's someone here that you already know that wanted to like see you?
Oh yeah, like this secret guest.
Yes. Who are you thinking that? I mean, because you haven't seen the show.
Right.
Did you have any like opinion on that?
I had no idea who it was gonna be. I thought maybe like a celebrity or something like that, or a past guest.
That would be cool. Celebrity movie.
Yeah.
No, I mean, at first I kind of thought like, oh, it would be like a past contestant, like on a previous season.
Yeah.
That wanted to meet her, because they've done that before, where there's been like guys or girls who have competed on like previous seasons that show up again for this person. And I think only one time it's gone over like well. Like the other times, like I don't think they've ever won. Like only one of them has like come on mid-season and won. And that was Blake from Katie's season a couple years ago.
Wow.
But like other than that, like there's been a couple guys and girls that have tried it, and they either get like sent home immediately. Nick Viall, I don't know how to say his last name, did it on Caitlin Bristow's season, but apparently they'd been like talking before her season, and like they were almost getting like close, like almost dating. Like I think they had like texts and like phone calls and stuff, but then she went on the show as a lead, just like ditching him now. But like then he decided like to like join the show, and he ended up being the runner-up. So
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
he had a leg up over everyone else, and he still came in second.
Wow,
so
yeah.
too bad. Yeah, I don't know, when her brother came on, I found it like super like weird, especially when like it was revealed later on that like she had no idea what he was going to be doing.
I thought that was even weird, like for her to figure out that he was like spying on all the contestants.
I mean, how would you feel like if you had someone, even if it was someone like you trust, would you want them doing that for you?
I mean, if they told me, that would be the story. But like behind, like without telling me, no.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I wrote down the wig and the stash. I hated
Those
that.
are horrible choices.
I hated it. I mean,
apart from like obviously looking fake,
yeah.
Like it did not fit.
The wig was not good.
The fedora.
Like one of the guys.
Oh my God.
Fedora, bro. What is he, Michael Jackson? One of the guys even called out the mustache.
He did.
And I don't remember the end of the last season of Zach's season, because I remember he was there, and so like he was like shown on TV, and so I guess if like any of these guys had watched the show, they might have seen him. But like I don't know, like do you feel like someone you would watch like maybe a couple minutes worth, like you would recognize them then like weeks later?
That would be hard. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like
I don't know, especially being on like around cameras and crew and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would be so focused on other things, like
on like your own performance.
Yeah. Oh, dude, bartender. They like legitimately
Yeah.
put him to work too.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like wondering the entire time, like how much does he actually have any bartending
I know.
experience?
Yeah. I wonder if anyone actually asked him for like a special mixed drink.
Dude, like oh my god,
They were
ask
all
him for
just
like
asking for water.
yeah, ask for a cocktail. And he's like, oh, you said a water? I got you.
Bottled water, a beer.
You
Yes.
want a bottle of beer? Yeah, it's like
Just
you want,
straight vodka.
oh, champagne? Like yeah, I can pour you one. Oh, you want something where I actually have to make it? Let me pass it off to the guy nicely. Yeah, I mean that was. Yeah, I mean they legitimately put him to work, which I think was very
That was
funny.
good. That was good content.
Oh, and then she came in when she greeted all of them again and gave her speech. I don't know why I wrote this down. When the guy gave her drink, I don't know which one it was. I just noted that he did the light shoulder touch, and I was like, I'm just thinking like, oh, that guy thinks like he just got a point right there. He gave her a drink and he touched her shoulder, like he's like,
He's in.
he's in, he's in.
He's got that flower.
Did you like her speech? She seemed pretty genuine about it.
Yeah. She definitely talked about family, about herself, her background.
She said she believes in the process,
Yes, that is
which
true.
I as a fan of the show very much question because there's been very little success on this show. There's a couple notable couples that have come from it, like from the main franchises
Yeah.
like Bachelor or Bachelorette. There's only a couple that have truly worked out how they like where the final pick is with the lead.
Right.
Still, there's only a few that are like
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure.
Most of them break up, and so I didn't really believe her when she said that, or I like believe that she
She'll follow
think
it. Yeah.
yeah, she falls for it. She thinks she believes it, but
Yeah.
then we get into some of the actual conversations. The first one that we saw was Joey,
Yeah.
the
That is correct.
tennis guy. What did you think of Joey?
I think he did all right. He didn't do too much. He was just kind of talking to her about like, trying to calm her down, make her feel comfortable.
It definitely, yeah, I agree.
He didn't really try to be romantic or push the bounds or get a kiss or anything like that.
I mean, it seemed like he was going hard, like he was trying to like be very much like I don't want to say to seem like he's there for her. Like he seemed all right. Like I could believe that he's actually likes her,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It was just like I think he also got the romantic music, and I feel like he might have been one of the earlier limo entrances that we might have missed. I feel like he was probably highlighted just because it seemed like they showed him his conversation quite a bit, like, and they showed it in good light, like that
They did.
that he was like, he was doing good,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, like I don't really think. I think he's gonna go far too. Like
I could see that. Yeah.
I can see that.
He didn't really have any downfalls.
Yeah, no, not yet. Next up was James. What did you think of the letter, Vic?
I thought it was kind of cheesy at first, but it seemed to go well because her focus was on family, and he brought
Yeah.
his family and his like, what was it, like apple cider and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
like cider and donuts.
and donuts.
So, do you believe that the mom actually wrote the letter? I guess it would probably be weird if like it was
Yeah.
like forged or like someone else
Yeah,
wrote it.
that
And
would
he
be-
was just playing. Oh my god, that'd be really like weird, dude.
That would be.
I guess just like, again, that's another thing. Like, first time meeting someone or like a first date type scenario. If someone
You get a letter
brought
from
you
their
a
mother.
letter that their mom wrote.
Yeah.
What's going through your head if that happens? Is
Like
that a red flag? Do you think? Just like, is it that bad?
I feel like on the show it's not too bad because it's kind
Oh,
of
he's winning
expected.
with it, dude.
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
like
But like
that was a winner.
in reality, I feel like that's too much, too fast.
Yeah,
Like you're already introducing to the parents.
that's
Like a letter.
that would be pretty scary.
That would be
dude.
pretty wild. Like what are you getting into?
Yeah, I do like the cider and donuts. Although I feel like I was writing it in the moment. Did they actually even drink or eat any of it?
They did eat the donut.
Really? Okay.
They both ate it together. And like
Did they Lady in the Tramp?
yeah.
Oh wow.
But
I miss, dude. I spent too much time writing.
it was very quick. It wasn't emphasized at all. No cider was drinking on camera.
The cider was left untouched, apparently. But she seemed to really like the letter, though.
Yeah, she seemed like really receptive to it.
I got to be honest. I don't remember James like seeing him. I'm looking at his face on the screen right now. I don't recognize it. Like, it's not super like familiar. Like he's got he's 28. Again, that's only a 1 year difference. I think he did good though. I feel like he was highlighted just enough to like make it seem reasonable that he's going to go a good distance.
Yeah, I felt like he did pretty well.
Next up was Xavier. Ooh.
Yeah, he was a spicy one.
He was very spicy,
spicy.
very good way. He's another one I think, again, we might have missed his
intro,
his
yeah.
intro because she seemed to really like him.
Yeah, right off the bat, definitely.
He got the first kiss.
Right away, too.
Dude,
yeah.
he went for it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way he like talked to her.
Yeah, he was not very well rehearsed.
No, like it seemed like every time she asked him a question, he would just be like
deflected or give a generic answer.
Yeah, it was like he folded under the pressure. Like it seemed like he had like stuff that he wanted to say. Like he's like he's gonna say like stuff that like she'll like, you know, when you say stuff just to sound good.
Yeah.
But like when you get like any like not pushback, but when someone actually like wants you to be like a little bit more, ask you questions, you just like
You freeze up. Well, she was asking him about like his vulnerabilities, and she asked that question a couple of times, and he kept kind of deflecting, saying like, "Yeah, I don't really have vulnerability."
Well, yeah, he said that he's good with his emotions, but then she's like, "Oh, is there anything that you're like worried about or scared about going forward?" And he's just like, and she even says like, "You can be honest," and he's like, if someone else walks in, I was like, shut up. Dude. I mean, like, that's fair, but it's like, I'm pretty sure she's asking for a little bit more, like a little bit like
deeper.
more of a deeper answer. And he's just like, no, I'm not scared.
Very surface, yeah.
I don't know. I got a bad vibe from him. I feel like he's probably going to last a bit, but I feel like he'll be like someone that gets into like some shit. Like he's going to be
a troublemaker.
Yeah. He's going to cause some drama, I think. That's my prediction.
I can definitely see that, yeah.
Yeah, but she seemed to really like him. And she even said, I think she said, like, oh, it was, like, too good to be true. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
I feel like go with that gut feeling.
You're probably right with that. You have somewhat of you have a good intuition. Then it kind of just goes over some of the other guys that go faster. I put Michael, the boatman. I think he was talking with either Charity's brother.
It was a brother, yeah.
Or someone in front of him where he overheard it. And Michael said he likes this girl's curvy.
Yeah, I have that written as well. That was a good line.
I don't like him petite. I like him a bit more curvaceous.
Curvaceous. He did say that to his brother.
What a word. Yeah, Michael's getting eliminated.
I could definitely see that.
John. I have no idea what I mean by this, but I wrote down John's sister lover. What was John talking about?
I said close to sister.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he said he was close to his sister, just like how Charity was close to her
Her brother, yeah. He got a kiss as well.
He did, yes.
His, I don't remember. His was alright. I don't think. I mean, there's someone we have to get to who got super like fired up over his kiss.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, we have a lot more of that.
oh, next person I have highlighted is Chris.
The pro jumper.
He jumps.
He does jump.
He does jump.
And you'll let everyone know that he jumps.
He's like a kid in like elementary school when you want to impress a girl. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I could do like a backflip in front of you? Watch me jump.
I know. See that ledge over there? I'm gonna jump it.
Dude, that's like 3 feet high. I bet I can jump on it.
He did get showed up by Khaled. Or Caleb, sorry.
Caleb?
Caleb.
Oh, yeah, they both backflipped, right?
Yeah.
Caleb, he was a pro wrestler, too. Where's a cowboy hat?
That is true.
I do like...
He's showing off all the time. Dude, he was wrestling everyone. No one was safe.
Yeah, body slammed the cow.
Dude, he was going for it.
It's starting to the point, where it was like kindergarten. Everyone was just like, watch these cool, like, physical feats of strength where I do a backflip, or I jump up these stairs, or I body slam this guy over here onto the couch. Charity, can I have a rose, please?
That is very good. Very entertaining.
And then we get Spencer's conversation. See, this is where Spencer turned it around for me.
Yeah, he did.
He immediately started frustrating me again with his slow way of speaking.
Yeah, he was very...
Go ahead.
He was very slow with his words.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, the talk he had. He brought up a very like important point about his
was
past.
good, and this is like a question where I would bring like, is that something you bring up on a first date outside of this realm? Is that something you bring up? Because that is a big part of your life, and it definitely would affect, or like the person you're dating.
Yeah,
like
I think it's a fair thing to bring up.
On the show, I think
on the show specifically.
Oh yeah, on the show, dude. And he turned it around for me though, because his facial expressions, like,
dude, very good facial expressions.
I mean,
the camera loved to cut to him and his reaction.
Dude, I mean, I could watch a whole show based off of Spencer. Just like his day-to-day life.
That would be great.
And when they were talking about, he asked her about like what she did, and she does the she works with like kids as well, or like in the medical field. I honestly forgot what it was specifically. And then he just said, "Oh, I'm on the other side of that," and I was like, I got very nervous for a second. I was like, "Are you like a mental patient or something?" But no, so he's medical sales, I think, which he loves.
Yeah,
he had to verify that he does love it.
He does love it.
And when he brings up the his son to her, she gives him quite a bit of reassurance. Like she made it seem like it doesn't
matter too much.
Like it doesn't bother her. I don't know what it was that she said, but like when she sort of finishes speaking, and then he just goes, "Yeah," like he lets out a very long "yeah."
Yeah.
That's where it turned around for me, because I was like, this guy's great. Like, I do not think he is winning. I do not think that Sherry is going to pick him. I'm not surprised that he got a rose at the end, though. Like, that was... Do you think that she picked him, or do you think that that's someone that they wanted to keep?
With them, like, opening up about his son, maybe she found that, like... Endearing. Endearing. She liked how forward he was with her. But, I mean, I'm sure that the producers definitely wanted him for content, because people seem to really like him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you go on Twitter, people are
it's
literally just Spencer.
Yeah, he's definitely content that they want.
I could watch. Yeah, I hope Spencer.
Yeah, I hope he lasts a while.
I hope he lasts a little while, but I don't have super high expectations.
I don't have any hopes for him winning.
It'll be a sad day when he's gone, though. I can already tell I'm gonna
A
miss
pour
it.
one out for him.
Pour one out for Spence ahead of time. Then we get Aaron. Aaron is he's a big player, big contender as well. I think.
You definitely see a lot of Aaron.
I just thought his like conversation with her, or the thing it cuts to first when they say like some of the other guys are saying like, oh, he has like a keyboard or something up there. Let's go check it out. And they just cut to him, and he's like playing the keyboard, and he's like, I put down he's like serenading, but he's not even singing. He's just talking, and all he's talking about is baths and foot rubs. Like,
Yeah, while playing like a romantic
yeah,
piece.
well, like he's playing his own. He's giving himself his own romantic edit. Like he doesn't like.
He brings his
He
own
turns
music.
to the like producer. He's like, I got this. I'm my own editor right now. I did like him though. He seemed pretty genuine from the like 3 minutes that we got to see him. I have a good judgment on his character.
He did go for a really funny game with a coin toss.
Oh yeah, dude, that is something like on like YouTube, like a prank channel. Like
Yeah, that is.
yeah, like
Quick game for a quick kiss.
quick game for a quick kiss, quick toss for a quick kiss. I like how his like thing was like, oh, if it's like tails, you just have to play the piano. It's like, what a lame bet.
I know, yeah. That would be horrible.
Like I like Aaron, but like he didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, he
it
got
seemed
lucky.
like.
Or they did a couple of cuts.
Oh yeah, or didn't he just like force it to like land on heads? He probably like looked at the coin and it's like, oh, that's tails. I gotta turn it. I don't want to hear her play the piano. She can't play it. I don't want to hear it. But he gets a kiss. His kiss, I was actually the most fascinated by. More so than Braden's, who we'll get to. But his kiss was my favorite because his was like, he opened up his mouth and was just like absorbing hers. Like if I could get like just a perfect like still shot of it, like there's ones where his mouth looked like it was almost completely open and it was like covering hers.
Yeah, her lips were completely inside
his mouth. I was like,
yeah,
what an interesting way to kiss them. Like he was going hard on that kiss, and like, I don't know. Did she say, was he a good kisser?
She did say that about a couple of people, but I don't know. I forget if she said that about
Yeah,
him.
I don't know about it. Oh god, I turned to my next page of notes and I have the headline is Spencer shows teeth. There's multiple times in his conversation. I know, backtracking a little bit, dude. He just like shows his like entire like he grits his teeth. Like, I love it though.
It is very funny. It is very cool.
He's a fan favorite. I think people are gonna
great
love him.
faces.
Good TV, but then we get to Braden, who seems to be the star of the episode.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
There's already drama, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I mean, with his initial conversation with her, he brings up that like he's been cheated on in the past, and he said, I liked how something that you said when we were watching it. His biggest strength is that he's like too considerate, or his biggest weakness is like, oh, I'm too considerate. I care too much.
Exactly.
It's like that episode of The Office where like they're interviewing like Michael Scott, like tell us like all of your weaknesses. It's like, I care too much.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of a cop out answer.
But again, she likes it though. Like she likes it. She kisses him as
true,
he says.
yeah.
Like I think, did he go in for the initial kiss or did she? Did she go like pull him in? Because he kept saying that she kissed me, so but they kissed like 800 times in the span of like 30 seconds.
That is true.
So.
I think she went in for the initial one, and then he went back for seconds.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as you can get.
That was.
And then when he comes back, he's like talking about it in front of the brother. and another thing I wrote down is the brother hates all of the talk about kissing. And who is it? The blonde dude, Sean. Sean was like the first thing I saw of Sean is just him saying how jealous he is of Braden and how like Braden is like oh, I got to keep an eye on him because he's like talking about the kiss, and I was like, all right, so you're jealous. You're jealous.
Pretty much everyone was.
Yeah, that's right. And I just put that, so it's literally everyone else. And Sean's like, oh, I got to keep an eye on Braden. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't eliminate him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Braden he keeps talking about the kiss though.
He does. He
I like
pretty much tells everyone.
Yeah, but he doesn't kiss and tell.
Yeah, he keeps saying he does.
He doesn't kiss and tell.
He'll never tell.
Only everyone knows about how the kiss went. And then they cut to the Caleb, the pro wrestler. I don't know. I think it was the brother who was like asking him like, "Oh, did you get a kiss or something?" He was like, "Oh, I don't really want to talk about it, but it went well." So, and immediately I was like, "So you didn't get a kiss?"
Yeah.
No, you didn't. It's all right though. I mean,
yeah,
he seemed to still get like quite a bit of screen time. Like, he's probably gonna be around. I guess the question is though, is it gonna be in like a romantic interest type of way, or is it gonna be like, oh, he's gonna start shit? He's gonna be in the middle of it.
I could definitely see the second one happening way more.
Yeah.
The drama starter.
He's going to body slam someone and there's going to get like pissed off and then go tell Charity like, oh.
Yeah, she'll get pissed.
She'll get pissed. Then he body slams her. Oh, gosh.
Oh no.
It's like, oh, I already have my WWE name picked out. It's like, now I have Rose in it or something.
That would be good.
What was next? Oh, then they actually cut to the brother.
Talking with Charity.
Well, first he like revealed himself to the guys.
Oh right, yes, he did do the whole reveal.
He made it like a big reveal, and like I don't know, the guys were all like super surprised by it. Which like I guess like I don't know, like it's if you didn't say anything bad, like I don't think it should be. I guess it can still be surprising, but like. People were saying that like, oh, there's like multiple people here who are, like nervous or like that they might have said something bad, and I was like, I don't know. The only one he seemed to talk about that he brought up was Braden and Aaron S., the San Diegan firefighter,
right?
About how he's skeptical about the process, and when her brother said that to Charity, and she's just like, as he should be. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's very fair.
That is pretty fair.
Yeah, I don't like. I like.
He questions the process.
Yeah, he questions it, and she's very understanding of that, which I actually appreciate.
Yeah,
I feel like there's some in the past that would be like that would make them angry, or they'd be like, oh, he must not be here for like love.
Yeah,
and
I could feel that.
Like no. It's not necessarily true, or like not necessarily that he doesn't, or that he can't.
He doesn't want
get feelings for you. Yeah. But yeah, when he first like tells her that like that what he was doing about the whole bartender like
she did not seem that.
Dude, she almost was like, oh, okay. Like she almost seemed annoyed.
Yeah, she did.
And
like you should have told me at least.
Yeah, like. That would annoy me. Like, that would
be
frustrate me.
Yeah.
I think that the conversation, like, his intentions were probably good, and he was probably just being, like, protective. But, like, all of the things he called people out on, like, even Braden, who was, like, sure, like, I would say he was pretty confident.
Yeah.
He was bordering arrogance. Like I can definitely see him potentially having like a bad turn where he does go bad.
Yeah, the brother did not like him bragging at all. That was the main thing he talked to Charity about.
If you really think about it, it's like he had a good conversation with her. They kissed. He thinks it went really well. He's excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, is there any more to it than that, honestly?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's a good thing. Endearing to Charity.
Yeah, I could be naive, but like I feel like if I was in his situation, I would be just as excited.
Yeah. It would be weird if you weren't. If you did
That
not.
is true. Yeah, if you're not like that happy about it, it would be almost be questionable. Of like, oh,
I think
do
that would be
you-
worse.
Do you not like her?
Mm-hmm.
But he did annoy me when he was like talking about like he said like, oh, like, you know, I'm surprised that you would like a dork like me. I'm like, shut up, dude. Like half the population probably wishes they look like
Yeah,
you. So,
I know.
like, not that you can't be like dorky, but it's just like, you know, I can totally see like her liking you.
Yeah, it does not seem out of place. He's not the underdog.
And oh yeah, and he mentioned like, oh, if he were to kiss himself like she did or something, like
Yeah,
it
he
was
was
a
like,
very
if I
weird
were-
thing to say.
If I was in your position, I would give me the rose. That was very. I mean,
That's
that
a
was
weird thing
cocky.
to say. That's a weird thing to say.
It is weird.
But so then when Charity then goes and talks to Braden and like says like my brother told me that you were like talking about the kiss, saying that like you were thinking you could get the first impression rose, and he just said like, yeah, like the way he explained it, saying that he would kiss himself and give himself the rose is pretty weird, but his sentiment I do kind of like relate to. Again, like it seemed to go pretty well. The kiss, like they kissed. It seemed like she said that he was a good kisser.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So,
Yeah, she definitely said that multiple times.
So, yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be excited over that and feel somewhat confident moving forward. And yeah, when he kind of said that, she was like, I need a minute. And immediately when she walked away, I was like, oh, dude, he's getting the rose.
Yeah.
He's getting the rose.
Yeah, I didn't think he would, but it definitely surprised me.
I feel like the inkling I got was like the way they showed the other guys saying like, oh man, like he's in so much shit right now. Her brother just talked about him to her.
It builds it up.
Like he couldn't have said anything good. He was being like a total whatever with his like bragging and stuff. And I was like, they're gonna be so pissed when they like when he gets the rose.
That was a good moment when he came back in the room.
Yeah, then he comes back. He has the rose on, and everyone just has the stupid look on their face, like, are you serious? I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was that weird that he got the rose. Again, I don't necessarily know if he's gonna win. I feel like he's going too hard too early.
Yeah, I do feel like it could burn out.
I think so. Or or that the ego might get to him, or the
Overconfidence.
yeah,
cockiness.
he could get overconfident for sure. Like I'm not saying he might not get like that. There's a good chance.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, especially with getting the rose so early as well.
I'm also just wondering, like, what does her brother think when she gave him the rose?
It's like, this is the one guy I do
Like,
not want you.
The one I told you about. I'm like, all right, I gave him my first impression rose. Are you serious? That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
totally goes against what he said, and so I appreciate it. I don't feel like she was actively going against him though. She was probably she did seem to really like him. Yeah, she just liked him.
She's probably like already planning on it and disregarded what her brother said.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
I don't give a shit what you say. This is my
I've
show.
already made up my mind.
Yeah, that is probably true. She was probably already planning on it. So then we actually get to the rose ceremony.
A lot eliminated already.
Yeah, I mean, there was 25 to start. I think if it showed all of the people that got roses, I think it was like 16 did, I think.
Yeah, 16 were showed.
So if that's true, dude, that's already 9 eliminations.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a lot.
But Aaron B got the first.
Aaron
That's not
B.
surprising. I mean, he did, despite the foot rubs and the coin toss.
Yeah. Coin toss.
Coin toss, yeah.
Yeah, he seemed to really
He made
really
a good
have a
impression,
connection. Yeah.
And then there was John,
John.
oh yeah, the fortune cookie guy,
Oh yes, I could definitely see that.
and he the sister lover.
Mm-hmm.
He got the second rose. He seemed to have a good interaction with her. Like, he's
I'm not
growing up.
surprised.
And then Xavier, to my displeasure. No, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he's all right. I don't know. My first impression is he's a player.
Yeah, he was definitely higher on the roses than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
He got a lot of screen time, so it's not surprising he moved forward. But for like the third rose.
Yeah. I mean, he got the first kiss. So I mean, that is pretty big. But then
yeah, that
third
is right.
rose,
That makes sense then.
Then Caleb B, the cowboy hat pro wrestler, body slammer.
Yes.
I mean, he's very. He's gonna be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
I can tell. Then Warwick, who again
you did not see very much.
I didn't see anything of him.
Yeah.
He must have. Again, I expect he might have been one of the
intros
that we missed. Because otherwise, he came out of like nowhere, dude.
I totally forgot about him.
But he is one that I'm pretty sure when we were watching the preview, like for the season, at the end of the episode, like it looked like he was on a date with her. Like he had like one-on-one time with her.
That he would be much bigger in the coming episodes.
So he potentially gets a date or maybe like wins like a group date or something. Then we had Caleb A, who, I mean, he had like a couple like moments where like it was probably like interviews where it would get his like reactions to stuff, but like I don't know, he didn't get a whole lot of time. That I saw.
Not very much at all.
And then Adrian, who I had never seen before.
Yeah, same. Very little time.
James, I don't remember who James was. Oh yeah, and then this is the time that like Dotton, who disappeared for the rest of the episode after his intro.
That is true.
He was wondering like if he was gonna get a rose, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, don't worry, you're good."
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah, I was expecting him. I thought he would be number one, but
I was almost. I guess I'm not too surprised just because we didn't see like a conversation between him.
Yeah, it was only the beginning. That is true.
But yeah, I wasn't surprised. I was pretty confident. It was James, Sean. Oh yeah, Sean. I keep thinking, Sean looks like the grown-up version from the movie Step Brothers, the like douchey brother's son with the blonde hair.
Comb over.
Like he looks like that kid grown up.
He does. It is very funny.
I was like, oh, dude, like. Step Brothers to the Bachelorette. Tanner, I don't remember Tanner, but it seems like she talked about him in the like season preview at the end of the episode. I feel like he was one of the names that she said, and so I'm kind of like predicting that. I don't know. You might get a date at least. I don't know. Like,
okay,
it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then Caleb K. Caleb with a K instead of a C.
Yes. And also K.
And then also K. John Henry. I've never seen him before.
No.
Josh. Who's Josh?
And
then, and then the big drama at the end was whether or not
Spencer would get one.
Yeah, yes. Spence. And I felt like he was kind of locked in. I was like, I would be surprised if he didn't get a rose because like even though he was super
awkward,
weird and like
weird,
makes me like want to like I don't know like do anything else to watch the show when he's on the screen.
Look away, close your eyes,
plug my ears. But I don't know. I thought there was no way he's not getting a rose because even if she doesn't like him all that much, they're not letting him out of there quite yet. They're
getting more content. Yeah.
They're getting more content. I mean, that wasn't a surprise. It seemed all the people that she eliminated, I was like, oh yeah, like you were there.
Sense.
Like I think
I don't even remember you.
Like, oh, when did you get here? They could have placed like a random person in the like in the like lineup at the end and just said like maybe we missed them in the intros, but I don't think so.
But after that, nothing.
Do you remember anything really of the end like previews other than couple of the people. It looks like I remember seeing Warwick. I think I remember hearing Tanner's name. I saw Joey, the tennis player, highlighted on the date with her. Braden. And
Caleb B was in that a little bit.
He was?
Yeah, I did see him in a couple of different scenes.
The body slammer?
Yeah, the body
Was
man.
he body slamming anyone in the preview?
Unfortunately not, but I did want to see that.
That's all I want to see from him. Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing was that she said, like, she's in love with more than one at the end.
Yeah, that is true.
That's nothing new to this show. It seems like
sure.
A lot of the past seasons have all been like that. It's kind of a staple at this point.
The love triangle.
I guess the question is like, oh, does she end up with someone at the end? And then if she does, do they leave engaged, or do they just like piece out of there together, like just as boyfriend, girlfriend? I mean, what do you think? Do you think she's gonna end up with someone?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to tell, especially with not knowing the previous seasons.
That is true. I will say I feel confident she does.
She does. Okay, I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah, one of the other things was that like oh, she says we're one day away from engagement and you have no idea what you want to do or something. I feel like that's gonna be Braden or something. Like that's a young guy type of thing to say. Like it's probably about like whether or not they're ready to get, like, the person she's talking about is ready to get engaged. Because that seems to be a pretty common thing as well.
I see. Yeah, that'd make for a good ending.
Braden. I mean, it could be any of them. I guess not. Doesn't just because he's young doesn't mean that can't be ready for engagement or want to get engaged. I mean, it could be Spencer, 32-year-old Spencer with a son who's doesn't know if he's ready to get engaged or something. But I think that she's gonna end up with someone. Yeah. I think that she'll probably get engaged too. Only important thing though is, does it last afterward?
Yeah. Do you think it would?
I mean,
I
always hope that they do, just because, like, I want to have a bit of optimism. I want to be able to believe the show. I want to be able to keep watching.
It's true love.
New seasons, actually believing, oh, these people are actually in love. They're engaged. They're gonna get married, and they're gonna live happily ever after.
It's such a strong relationship built on, like,
3 months later, like all the headlines are, oh, they broke up. I was like, damn it. I mean, I think this episode's got me excited for the rest of the season. Though.
Yeah, it definitely sets it up really nicely.
Charity was someone I was a little bit worried about, like, from Zach's season. She seemed she seemed too mature. She seemed too, like, well-spoken, too, like, I don't know, just, like, she wouldn't, like, cause a bunch of problems or, like, make a bunch of weird, crazy decisions. Like, I think that she would make just good decisions, think things over, but I don't know. Maybe she might do some weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah, I could definitely see.
Get engaged to Caleb or something. Body
see some
slams
crazy
her at the end.
twist.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Join WWE power couple.
Oh yeah, power couple, tag team. That would be cool.
That would be nice.
The crossover, Bachelorette to WWE.
That would honestly be perfect.
Yeah, I like it.
Love in the Ring. I'm copywriting that.
Yeah. Yeah. What would their tag team name even be? I'm not smart enough to think about it. I'm not clever enough.
No Charity.
No. I don't know what that means.
We don't give no charity.
Oh yeah. That is. Oh gosh. I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap things up?
I think that's a nice place to wrap the episode. We talked about the ending really well.
Oh, who's your predictions? If you pick right now, who you think makes it, like, who wins, or like top, like, 3 or 4 or something?
I'm going Dalton.
Dalton, okay.
I think he'll be up there. And then Aaron B, I also think.
Aaron B, I agree with that one for sure.
And then Caleb B, just because I want him to be up there.
I want Caleb B. All right, one more. Give me a top 4.
Mm,
If Caleb B makes it to the top, or if Caleb
Caleb B,
B
yeah.
makes it to the top 4, dude, I'm looking at his photo right now. He looks like Billy Ray Cyrus.
he does look like a country singer and sounds like one.
Dude, his entrance song could be "Achy Breaky Heart."
That would be perfect. You should be playing that, walking with guitar,
Yeah.
singing. Probably Spencer, I'd say.
Spencer. Okay, so your final 4 is Spencer, Caleb B, Aaron B, and
Dalton.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna agree with Aaron B. I'm gonna go with Joey.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going. I'm gonna go Braden. I think he'll probably make it far, and then I'm gonna go Dotton.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think Joey. Actually, no, I'm changing from Braden. I'm replacing Braden. He's gonna replace with John. I think it's gonna be John, Joey, Aaron B, and Dotton, I guess.
Okay.
That's my final 4. And winner, who do you think the winner is out of your 4?
Probably Spencer.
I hope Spencer wins.
Yeah, I hope.
No, if it's not, if Spencer doesn't win, I totally want him to be the Bachelor. But
Yeah, that would be amazing. Realistically, though, maybe Aaron B.
Aaron B.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock him in.
All right,
That's
I'm
my
gonna
final.
go. I'm gonna switch it up a bit. And I'm gonna go Joey.
Joey. Okay,
Joey's my final pick.
that's a pretty good one. I do like that.
You said you're gonna pick the Step Brothers guy, Sean.
Sean. Dude, that would be great.
Oh gosh. Looking at all these photos is weird because I feel like and then there's Peter. I think he was
Peter.
eliminated, but he's the one that looks
Yeah.
a lot like Jesse Palmer.
Yeah,
in
he
my
looks
opinion.
pretty much the same. It's
Without the
very weird.
beard. He's got the same hair.
Yeah,
same
no facial hair.
face.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think next week's it's still on Mondays, I think, so I'm excited,
I am as well.
ready to get my batch on.
I'm ready to watch some singles fight it out.
Oh yeah. I want to see some more people get body slammed.
Yeah, I need some more action.
On the way to love.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this concludes our episode for today. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Feel free to comment, leave a review, leave your input. We want to see your opinions on people and who you think is going to
Yeah, tell us
win
what your
charities
thoughts
are.
are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll catch you next week.
Hope to see you then.